I promised myself not to cry online, but honestly, I'd cry about this because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Anyways, guess what? So, yesterday I get this message telling me that I've been selected to play in a theater first stage or whatever. Anyways, so today I have an audition.
Get a load of this guy.
I can't go by.
If you thought that I was joking when I said I wanted to be an actress, I wasn't. Anyways, the audition will be in a school in another city. I've never been more excited to go to a school. But anyways, and they want me to do an expressive dance or whatever without talking, so I have 6 hours to prepare, so I f up big time, big time, and I'm gonna go home and cry. I'm never talking about this whole acting shit ever again. Fucking hate myself. I need to talk about this and get it out of my system as soon as I can because, oh my god, if you're having a bad day, just watch this video because you're gonna feel so much better about yourself because you're not in my position. Your girl right here keep talking about acting and whatever since I was this like 10 years old, maybe even younger, you know? And then for the first time ever, I actually get a call back from, you audition online, you send a video, and then if they like it, they call you to meet up with you. And I had a panic attack. Everybody noticed, obviously, like, everybody noticed. It was so embarrassing. Everyone just kept talking to me, like, shut the. I'm joking. Actually, look, everyone there was so nice and sweet. They were like, oh my god, the directors and whatever, they were so nice. They were angels, I swear to god. They were important people there. I'm in Bahrain. Everyone here knows this show called Tash Matash or whatever. I never really watched it, but it's a popular show. It's like Friend, but like here, There was an actor from that show, there was a director from that show, there was a bunch of important people, and this was this audition wasn't just for a stage or a theater. I mean, it is a theater, but it was something bigger because in October they're looking for actors because in October they're going to go to Egypt, wherever, to like perform, And I could have gotten that chance. I could have got that chance to go with them, but because I'm trying so hard not to cuss in this video, but I'm a coward. I forgot who I am, or am I delusional? Like, what the fuck is going on? That was literally my dream coming true, and I had a panic attack. And it wasn't just like, oh my god, I'm nervous. No, I was choking. I was shaking and I'm about to cry right now. I cried so much last night and then I went to sleep and I kept getting nightmares. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Me and my dad go, okay, it's in a school in another city. And a day before, they told us a day before that, oh, you got selected to, come in real life and do this and do that. Basically, 1 minute solo monologue and 30 seconds of a creepy music that they gave to me. And I have to create something with that without talking, or, it's like an expressive thing. I don't know. And 1 minute monologue, that was easy. I love the boys, let me just take anything. I chose a Homelander monologue, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the I think I am. 30-second music, it was creepy, and I checked their stuff and they did a play with that music before, so it was so creepy. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna show you creepy. And I watched this Korean movie, okay, and I wanted to do something like this. I bought knife. You guys saw I bought knife and I'm about to like dance and whatever. And I got red juice that looked like a blood. I'm gonna put it and I'm just gonna fucking put it all over my face. And I did that. Not the way that I wanted to though. It was so embarrassing. Oh my god. Anyways, in my head there was a stage and they're going to be like down and I'm gonna perform in a stage that's like in front of a lot of people. I don't have any problem with performing in front of other and performing in front of bunch of people, but if it's like 7 people and there's no space whatsoever, like I'm sitting here 1 meter and then a table, they're sitting there and it's like there's no space. And I walked there and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm mixing up the story. Okay, I did not want to write. I just wanted to like express my feeling. Please listen to me. Anyways, I was stressed. I did not sleep. Guys, I've lost 2 kilograms in 1 day. Can you imagine? Because of how much I'm stressed and I couldn't even eat for the first time. I didn't even think about food, which is crazy because I binge all the time and it's like what I mean, a win is a win. But I've never been like this before. Ever in my life. The whole road I did not practice because my phone was on Google Maps. Let me know where to go. I wanted to copy this Korean movie, okay? And I practiced it and I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna rely on my fucking adrenaline or whatever the fuck. I the minute I walked in, there were 7 girls, as I said, and like 8 men, the important people that I told you about. And it was like a big space, like no one is really looking at me, no one give a shit, but I started shaking like crazy. I'm talking like I'm literally like the girl next to me, she looked at me and she was like, are you cold? No, I'm not cold. We are in fucking Bahrain. It's not cold, okay? I don't know. I started shaking. I was trying to remember my monologue and I forgot everything. And I'm looking at the blood and a knife and I was too embarrassed. What the fuck are you bringing knife in here? So I gave them to my dad and I was like, get them to the car or whatever. I don't want to see them. I keep the blood and the plate. I need to relax. Oh my god. I was sitting there. I started shaking and my heart was beating so fast. I was sweating. Everybody, I promise you, 7 girls, every single one of them, it's either she was wearing a crop top or a shorts. I was the only one who's not showing skin, and yet I was shaking like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're here to perform as Homelander. Be like him. So I'm like, okay, I'm Homelander. I am not Homelander. And I just did not know what the fuck is wrong with me. I said I'm not going to cuss, but honestly, I can't stop myself. Anyways, oh my god. I walked there. It's my turn. As I said, there is no space, so I kind of like, oh my god. I think it's karma because I always say people with social anxiety are bitch. I am the. I am the. Oh my god, stop cussing for fuck's sake. Anyways, guys, I put the plate and the blood in the ground and I sit there. Why the fuck did you sit down? Get the fuck up. Anyways, they asked me, what's your name? And we're going to travel, blah blah blah, in October. Like, is it okay with you? I said yes. They asked my dad even and they talked to him. They were so nice. Like, they gave him coffee and whatever. And he was like, yeah, sure. I sit down, blood. They start the music. I'm gonna put a clip of the music so that you can understand how hard it is to. Like, I love dancing. We're gonna get to that later, but I love dancing and I could not even like do one move on this fucking. It's like a heartbeat in a hospital or whatever. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck do you mean expressive or how? I'm good with instructors. I don't know how to create my own. I know how to write, I probably don't. I'm just, I don't know, somebody said that I'm good and here I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, but create something. It's not a dance. It's not like a script. It's not something like, I was so confused. I opened the bag and I start pouring the blood on the plate. I take the juice, the red juice, and I put it all over my face and I start making this like the girls move without the knives. I was just like,
Oh my
oh my god,
god,
it's so
bro.
embarrassing.
Hell no, man.
It's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Anyways, like I literally had nightmares. I could not, I slept so much, but yet I was waking up like every 2 hours because and it's not like waking up, this never happens to me. I'm waking up like, shocked, like I'm jumping, I'm so scared. I don't know why. It was, that was one of the worst nights of my life, even though that's my dream. Acting with people, traveling alone for something I love to do. Anyways, before I do the whole juice shit, they were like, "Are you going to start with the 1 minute monologue or music?" I was like, "The music," because I forgot, like, the Homelander monologue. I forgot everything. I did not want to talk. I chose to do the music, even though in my head, before I go, I was like, I'm so sure that I'm gonna, like, do the Homelander monologue so good. But the other thing, I'm like, I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? But this is gonna make up for that. No, I could not speak. Before I entered, I was practicing with myself. My voice cracked, and I just couldn't like talk. I told you I'm having a panic attack. It's like, guys, I was choking. Like I was choking. Actually, I felt like I'm dying. I literally walked outside because I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was trying to speak. My voice is not coming out. I was like, like I could not speak, and I was shaking and I was coughing, and at some point I thought that I'm going to pass out because I haven't slept in 2 days, and I was like, I'm stressed and I was preparing and whatever. I promise you, if I wasn't nervous, I will be the best one there, because seeing what they performed from the shadows and whatever, and I'm like, in my head I had something better, way better, and I just couldn't get it out of me because for some reason I'm having a panic attack, even though it's not myself. Like I usually don't have social anxiety, my friend used to call me to order or like to talk to people or whatever, I'm that kind of person. Keep misleading the story. Anyways, let's go back to the blood. I sit on the ground, I had the plates in my hand, and I start pouring blood and I start taking it, and then I stand and I'm like, you know and it's in the middle. I was like, the fuck am I doing? Like, actually, what the fuck am I doing? That's not what I practiced for. And I started doing like random shit because I was panicking even more. And then I just sit on the ground and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna kill this character. So I take the blood and I choke myself. I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then I do not make any eye contact with them. I just stand, take my stuff, put it in the bag, and they were like clapping to me because they clapped for everybody. They were so nice. They even tried to make me feel good about myself. But anyways, like I take my stuff and I'm like, I know. And they were like, I forgot what they say, to be honest. They were like, can you do something in Arabic, like former Arabic or something? I don't know. I was like I'm gonna do it in English. They were like, okay. So I'm like, okay, can you give me 1 minute, because let me just like wash this off, because I had fucking red juice all over my face. It's Vinto or whatever. They were like 3 Lebanese girls. They were so nice. I love them so much. Anyways, they were trying to make me feel good about myself. They gave me tissues and they were like helping me wiping all this up. The judges, I think they were traumatized just like me because they took a break right after I walked each one of them solely, they were calling my name like, come, and I go and I'm like, and it's okay, like we've all been there, like all of us started somewhere, like what you did. You brought tools. Everyone complimented me about having tools. No one complimented my performance because I even forgot. I only remember like I was taking the blood and I was like putting it on my mouth. What the fuck was I doing? What the fuck was that? You know, like what?
Oh my god, bro.
My face was so embarrassing. I just know there was no mirrors, but you know, you know what? Like I promised myself not to cry online, but honestly, I'd cry about this because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Every time, every 2 seconds, I'm remembering me taking the fucking blood and pretending that I'm eating it or whatever. Let me go back. Anyways, after the break, we're gonna take two girls before you and then you come. I was like, okay, okay, bet. They walk away to go, you know, see the performance and whatever. I go to my dad and I'm like, yo, get yourself. I'm out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, I'm good. Fuck acting. Fuck my dreams. Fuck thinking that I'm talented. I'm a useless piece of shit. I just fucked this whole thing up and I just embarrassed myself for nothing. You know, my dad just looked at me and he was like, go, go, go. You know, I go to one of the people there before they entered and I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm just gonna go. And he was like, and he was so sweet and nice. That was the same person who's texting me, I guess. And he was like, don't ever give up and whatever and keep trying. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I memorized it, every single word that Homelander said in that monologue. I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. That was the beginning of the fucking monologue. That was what I was supposed to say. I'm not giving up. I know that, but I just need a very long time to recover. We are supposed to go again like after tomorrow, which I am not going. I am not going. Like, do I go? Let me go back a little bit. Break ends and the girls performed and now it's my turn. I go and I was just fucking nervous again. And I'm starting to panic again. And they were like, do you want us to close the light? And I was like, leave it all dark, you know? And then I couldn't see them, but they can see me, and the light was so strong. And by the way, there were like cameras, they were documenting this whole thing. Embarrassing. Well, I had a water bottle and I put it here, and then I stand. They were like, it's okay, and they were trying to make me feel good and whatever. And then I take the bottle and I put it on the other side, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just doing some random shit. And they were like, it's okay if you perform bad. And I was like, yes, I will be performing bad. I literally said that, you know, I did not have any problem with talking, but it's like I was panicking. And then they were like, okay, stop. And I was like, wait. And I was like, wait, give me a second. I go next to the wall and I'm like, oh my god, I blacked out. There's not a single good word that coming out of my brain, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh my god, I'm such a loser. What the fuck am I doing, you know? That was not me. Take the blood and put it on my mouth. So I end up not doing it. I ended up not performing because I panicked again. Like this time was even like last time I panicked and I did some embarrassing shit. This time I'm panicking. I'm not going to do anything. You know what? I'm walking out. I was like, I can't do it. You know, I literally said that. I was like, I can't do it. And they were like, no, no, whatever. And perform bad. We want to see you performing bad. And I'm like, no, I can't. I drank water and I was like, okay, here we come. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I literally felt powerful for 1 second. This sweet talk don't work with me. I just needed one person to look at me and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and you know, so that I can take it as a challenge, because I guess this is how my brain works. But it's just everyone was so sweet. Never seen someone complain about somebody being sweet to them. What the fuck is wrong with me? But I'm not complaining. These people were angels. I promise you. I've never met a, like. Anyways, you know, when I went there in my head, I was like, I'm just going to take some experience and maybe make some friends that have the same interest as me. Guys, I've never had, like, I remember I had depression, panic attack before, but not this. This is 10 times worse. Social anxiety, maybe, I don't know. I just saw all these people and I was dying. It's like, oh my god, like I actually started seeing colors at some point. I was going to pass out. What the fuck? Let me read the script that I wrote. I don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm not some neat cry baby that goes around apologizing all the time. And why the heck would you want me to be? And it's like a whole paper. I memorized everything, but I panicked. And if I did this, I think I'm gonna like make up for it. But it's like, I don't know what came up to me, to be honest. I think it's karma, or I don't know, some sort of a punishment, because this it was so bad. Like, this is literally my dream since I was a kid. This is everything that I ever wanted. This is a start for a bigger career, but yet I blew it away. I don't even know why or how. That's why I'm saying that it's a panic attack, because I wasn't controlling anything. You know what I'm saying? I blacked out. Anyways, after I was like, I can't do it, they were like, okay, just be with the group because now we're gonna do some things. There was this guy who was, I think he's like a dance teacher or whatever. So we did some ballets move. They put us in a line. He's gonna make a move, and each one of us have to do it solo. Every single one of them did it multiple times because they couldn't get it right. I love dancing. I know, like, I've been dancing for so long. I love dancing. So I got it from the first try. Every move, I got it from the first try. It wasn't hard at all because I love dancing, and we were like a group. All of us making like circles and whatever. That I can deal with that because you are telling me what to do. If they gave me a script, I would have done amazing. But because they told me to create my own stuff and be creative, that kind of stresses me out, because what am I supposed to, like, I need someone to tell me, do this, say that, move like this, so I can, like, function, because I know for a fact that I have this talent. I just don't know how to, like, get it out myself. I need someone to tell me to say something or do something so that I show you. But I did not show them shit. The only thing I showed them is that, first of all, I'm a pathetic coward. Second of all, not confident in myself. Third of all, that I do research. Like, I care. I was the only one who brought tools and, like, did some research or whatever. That doesn't count. No one gives a shit about that. They only mention this so that they can make me feel good about myself. But now that I spoke and let all of my feelings out, this is the first time I talk about it since it happened. Like, you guys are the first people to hear the story, because, like, who am I going to tell? And oh my god, it's so embarrassing. It's just